The chair should have been able to bring that report even on Tuesday. That is what I expected the member for Kigumo probably to raise. But now he deviated to fights between him and the member for Murang'a County. My good brother, the member for Embakasi West, knows I am his good friend. Very good friend. And he knows MCA Roro is also our good friend, me and him. And he knows the work that MCA Roro has been saying. I have not said anything to campaign for MCA Roro. I don't even know. In fact, to the best of my knowledge, I know MCA Roro wanted to run for Senate, Nairobi. And therefore, Honorable Mbui, when I stand in my position as a leader in this house to set the record straight, I am doing it in the best interest of the people of Kenya. Just like when you stood in your place during the finance bill debate to say untruths and things that were not correct of the finance bill, I stood in my place to correct you, just like when your party leader, the Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka, lied to Kenyans that there was a tax on land, converting all freehold land to leasehold. I stood in my place here to set the record straight. I am duty-bound to tell the people of Kenya the truth. I cannot dwell on lies and propaganda like some people do all the time. And in fact, Honorable Speaker, I would just want to make peace with my brother, Robert Mbui, to tell him, please bear with me because I will continue to set the record straight all the time. I am not averse to the truth. So please allow us, and also as a leader in this House, Honorable Mbui, you should allow members to debate. Don't curtail debate because it does not favor you.
Okay,
allow debate. This is a house of debate. This is not a church or a military barrack where people take orders from anyone.
Honorable Mbui, and let's close this.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And Madam Speaker, I'm only rising because the majority leader has invited me. And Madam Speaker, I'm happy because he has invited me to also set the record straight on the matter that I raised on the finance bill, Madam Speaker, that there was an attempt to actually, Madam Speaker, increase taxation on Mitumba. Now, Madam Speaker, Mitumba may not be written as Mitumba in the order paper and in the bill. But the minute you see used garments, those are the ones that we call Mitumba. And they were in the bill, and the majority leader knows. And they actually dropped them because they were supposed to be moved from one VAT level to another. And they were removed. So, Madam Speaker, he has invited me to set the record straight. I also like the truth. And so, therefore, Madam Speaker, let us put that debate to a rest. But it is good that he has raised it so that I can be able to respond to it. And, Madam Speaker, it was actually amended when we went on the committee of the whole House. And, Madam Speaker, I must say this, that before we came to committee of the whole House, we had a meeting with the Speaker and agreed on how to conduct ourselves. That is the reason why I didn't even raise on that matter on that day. So for him to invite us to go back to that debate, then we may need to reopen the third reading of that committee, and then we bring that report, and I will show him where it is, and I will show him that they actually dropped it. So when he says there were no used garments in the finance bill, that's a lie, Madam Speaker. Sorry.
Yes, so, and let that be the end, because now we've completely deviated.
Honorable Speaker, I rise on Standing Order 91 on statement of fact. And I'm glad my brother Robert, the member for Kathiani, says I invited him to this. In fact, I was doing it deliberately. I was inviting you. And now I invite you, Honorable Speaker, I want to invite the member for Kathiani, understanding order number 91, because he has averred that, in fact, there was tax on Mitumba. Because to the best of the knowledge of this House, and all Kenyans who can read and interpret what was in the finance bill and what we passed in the finance bill, Honorable Speaker,
Majority Leader, I think now
I want, Honorable Speaker, that you direct the member for Kathiani to table before the House the tax proposal that sought to increase tax on Mitumba in the finance bill. Because we said it here, the chair of the finance committee demonstrated that what was being done on Mitumba was actually to remove Mitumba from standard rate of 16% to 0. How is that increasing if that is not decreasing? You are removing from standard, which is 16%, to 0 rate. And that particular proposal was considered by the committee. They made a decision that was before this House, Honorable Robert Mbui. Therefore, I want Honorable Mbui to be ordered, Honorable Speaker, to produce a copy of that tax in the finance bill, what the House passed, what was in the committee's report, which he clearly had not read, because those are public documents that any Kenyan can come to.
Okay, honorable members, we think we can, a point has been made. I think I'll close this debate. Okay, Honorable Mbui, just respond then by...
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And by the way, Madam Speaker, I said I was actually invited by the majority leader. Even now, he has invited me to clarify. Now, Section 31. Yes, exactly that is what I'm going to do, because we are moving it from one tax bracket to another, from 0 rated from exempt to one of the other. Not from standard, from to be 0 rated, from exempt.
Now,
and it is on class.
Bill that is
I just want to point out where it is.
official.
I want to point out where it is for him. It is clause 31, and it is one of those changes. The changes is on paragraph 169, which talks about worn clothing and other worn articles of tariff heading 6309 other than upon importation. So, Madam Speaker, yes, Mitumba was in the finance bill. And
Okay,
it is good that
I'm
it was in the
closing
finance
that
bill.
debate.
And Madam Speaker, I will also clarify that it was dropped
You have
in
already-
the House on committee of the whole House. It was
I think,
dropped.
honorable members, I won't
This
allow
proposal was dropped, and he can
I'll not
clarify
allow-
it was actually dropped. So,
Okay.
Madam, when he says that I was lying,
Honorable
that
Mbui,
was
let
not
us
mentioned,
end
he
the
was
debate.
lying. He's lying to the country.
You've
Thank you.
made your statement. I think that is sufficient. We shall